So we are very excited. Today is the day we are going to start planting our orchard on our new farm property, which is just up the road from our house. Over the weekend we were able to purchase 5 potted fruit trees. We did order another 10 bare root trees that should be coming this week and next week. The potted trees, we're going to be very careful with them when we put them into the ground. This is really in our preferred way to plant these, but we want to be very sure that these trees are not root bound, because that could cause a lot of problems down the road. So we're going to make sure that we loosen all those roots up when we get them in the ground. But we want to get these ones in today, and then as those other trees come in, we'll get those in the ground. So come on with us as we lay out our new permaculture orchard. One of the challenges that we have is we do not have water on our property. We do not have a well on there yet, so we are going to have to transport water to keep this orchard watered, especially with these trees being new. So it's going to be a little bit of a chore, but we did get these actually pre-owned. They were used one time. These had vegetable oils in them, so we're not concerned about what was in them. We're going to clean them out very well, but this will be the way that we get water up to the property for now. You can tell these trees came from a little bit warmer climate. None of ours are blossomed out like that. That should be good enough to get us down the street. So here we are at the farm property, and up on that little knoll, just on the eastern side of that, is where we're going to put our orchard. So it's got nice southeast exposure. So this is where the residential zone on our property is. It starts, the top of it is this flag over here, and it runs all the way down. You probably can't see that way off in the distance, the T-post down there, and then runs all the way down to the street. Our barn's going to be down in this area. Our home's going to be over in this area, but we're planning on putting this permaculture orchard with a variety of different perennials on it on this side of the hill bank here. It's kind of a piece of property that, you know, wouldn't have much other uses, but it still has great exposure for sunlight. It's going to get the beautiful sunrise in the east, full southern exposure, and we should have plenty of sun in the late afternoon. It's not too terrible of a grade, so I think it'll be a good spot for our orchard. So we're going to get this laid out. We're planning on having 3 rows and a total of 15 fruit trees, and then we're going to be putting eventually blueberries and a lot of other perennial crops in between. So we have our 3 rows set up. They're 20 feet apart, 100 feet long. We're going to place our trees 20 feet apart in each row, and I'm going to stagger the middle row so it sits in between the other 2 rows. And again, those trees will be 20 feet apart. But we're pretty happy with the way it looks. It's laid out nicely. We've checked what the sunlight looks like. Even the trees farthest down the hill looks like they'll get sun all the way into at least the early evening. So they're going to get, probably in the summertime, 8 to 10 hours of sunlight easily. So we think it's going to be a good spot. We're going to mark out each location of each tree now, and then we're going to get to planting the 5 potted trees that we have. And then later on in the week, when those bare root ones come, we'll get those in the ground. And again, we're marking these every 20 feet. Okay, so we're going by the chart we made This one's going to be here next to our Macintosh. And we're going to put our Red Haven down the bottom row next to the other Macintosh. And then our contender will be in the middle row, third tree up. Once we get our other trees that are bare root, we'll be filling this in. But we've organized it so that we don't have any two variety of trees or specific, Macintosh next to each other. We wanted everything to be varied in kind of a trio effect where we have a apple tree, a peach tree, and a pear tree. So we've got the first 5 of our fruit trees planted. We've got 2 apple trees. We got a Macintosh up top by the truck. We have a Honeycrisp down here. We have a July Alberta peach up top. And this is a regular, actually this is a Red Haven, I think. Yes, this is a Red Haven. And that's a contender peach down here. We've got 3 more peach trees coming. We've got 4 more apple trees coming. And we've got 4 pear trees coming. Those are all going to be bare root trees. These ones were kind of root bound in the pots. Again, it's not the best way to get trees, but we wanted to get something in the ground early and something that was a little bit bigger. So it'd be a good comparison to see how they do versus the ones we get bare root. So the bare root ones are due to start coming in this week, and as soon as they arrive, we'll start planting those. So we had a little quick lunch, went back to the house, and we got the cages that I've made for our fruit trees. I just used concrete mesh. I got a roll of that. It was actually cheaper than welded wire. It's a lot sturdier. The only thing is it'll rust, but so I'm probably going to be on the trees for maybe a couple years, 3, maybe 4 years at the most. Bring that around. I want that end all the way at the T-post. Let's put that one right up against the T-post. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust it because the ground's not level, but I just want to get it in position with a couple of these. Watch your eyes. Okay, so my thought is we're gonna have to have this end up off the ground a little bit, but that we'll adjust it, but I think that'll work pretty well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some T-post clips on this side of the fence. I'm gonna leave about 4 of these pieces where it was cut to just wrap around, and that'll secure it in case we have to get in there and do any kind of maintenance or whatever. But actually it's heavy enough. I think just a few spikes in the ground will kind of hold it there.
Pull it out a little bit down.
Yeah. Right. Let me get the T-post clips. And we've got our 5 trees all caged in. And we do know rabbits and stuff will be able to get in through here, but we're hoping that they won't be a problem. These trees will probably need to be pruned a little bit. I'm kind of holding off. I want to make sure because they've already bloomed. It might be a little too late to do that. Good girl.
Drop it?
She's not good at the dropping part. So last thing on today's agenda is to water these fruit trees. I brought water up from the house in the truck. We don't have water on the property yet, so I've got some buckets, and I got a 16-gallon container that we use around the house when we're using the UTV and stuff like that to water things. But a little 12-volt pressure pump that I put together, running that off of the truck. We're at about 25 gallons of water up here, so we'll give each tree about 5 gallons. This way I can soak them all around rather than just dumping buckets under them. That'll just wash a lot of the soil away because we just dug it out. So I'm just going to kind of take our time. Give them a good soak. So that completes day one here on Sunnyside Farm. We've got a third of our trees in. We're waiting for the rest to come in the mail. We've got bare root trees coming from 2 different sources. Some are supposed to arrive this week, and the other ones are supposed to arrive next week. So we'll be planting these in the next 2 weeks, and hopefully have this orchard, at least the tree part, completed in a couple weeks. So we'll keep you updated on that. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we certainly would appreciate you subscribing to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, here on Sunnyside Farm, until next time, we hope all your days are sunny side up.